Welcome to the SNN Network Canada virtual event. I'd like to introduce our next presenter, Dr. Thilo Senst, founder and CEO of GBLT. Dr. Senst, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Paul. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Yes, I would like to introduce you my company, GBLT Corp, and then probably you see on the screen the investor presentation, which I will guide you through. And after this, I'm of course open for any questions. So we are founded in 2003. We are listed on the TSX-V since 2018. We are a global consumer packaged goods company, and of course our main strong presence right now is in Europe. But we have a global distribution network worldwide, and we are working mainly with the largest retailers globally. We are offering a wide and growing range of innovative household items. You see our growth, straight line with growth. While we had in 2019 around 19 million euros turnover, we had 23 million euros turnover, and this year we will top the 30 million, so we talk about 45 million Canadian approximately for 2021. We have a well-established logistic infrastructure. We're working with manufacturing bottling facilities here in Germany, Netherlands. We're having our own sourcing office established and established manufacturing partners in China. And for example, for our heritage, our batteries, we are now in a partnership for more than 15 years with the largest privately owned battery manufacturer in Asia. Our logistics will be mainly handled by DAXA and Schenker, so by two global icons here in the logistics field in Europe, so that we don't use our own logistics, we take advantage of the logistics of these two global players. What is our strategy for expansion? Of course, with the new partner network we place, and we can supply a range of products of very varying quality standards, so we're adding more and more products to our product range. We are expanding globally. We're having more and more large retailers in Europe, North America, and all over the world. We are opening new markets. We just opened Chile. We are in good talks with Pakistan, with Nigeria. So we're pretty much all over the world. If it's Cameroon in Africa or Bolivia in South America, we have pretty much strong ties all over the world. And I think that we on a monthly basis, we're adding new countries to our list. The other thing is right now we are focusing mainly on the offline cities. That means our goal is to get with our products to the shelf space of the biggest retailers of the world. And we started this year, end of this year, to start with the e-commerce strategy to open new markets, new possibilities, and of course to increase our margin. So our network is, as you see on this list, pretty much all over the world. We're having strong ties in the EMA market, European, Middle East, and Africa. But as mentioned, we're starting Central and South America as well. And I think that this year we will end up in Australia and Oceania too. As mentioned, our focus, especially in Europe, are the big retailers. So we're talking about the biggest DIY markets in Europe, like Bauhaus in Germany, Prisma, a supermarket chain in Finland, Consum, one of the biggest partners in Croatia. And of course, we are really proud, and we come later on this, that with Lidl, we have a strong, really great partner. And Lidl is right now the third biggest retailer in the world, and by far the number one here in Europe with around 150 billion turnover. So talking about our products, we have in two areas of focus. One is the mobile energy in the battery segment, and the other is the healthcare products. So our focus, our heritage in the past been mobile energy. Mobile energy means standard batteries from normal alkaline up to mobile storage systems. We're using for our global expansion, we're using the Aquafoto brand name. We are licensee of Aquafoto, one of the most traditional German brands, founded in 1873 in Berlin. And maybe batteries doesn't sound too exciting, but latest after Warren Buffett bought Duracell a few years ago, Energizer bought Rayovac last year, and Panasonic Europe sold their battery business to an investor group here in Europe. You still see a lot of excitement there. It's still a growing market with less and less brands on the market, so this gives us more and more possibilities to expand our global strategy with Aquaphoto as a brand. Besides this Aquaphoto brand, as a door opener, we started several years ago already to be one of the most established private label manufacturers here in Europe. While Aqua batteries offer a global brand recognition, many of the retailers having private label batteries to create their own consumer loyalty. And these private label batteries are for various distribution channels, so we don't talk about retailers, we talk about medical companies, electronic companies, and even some government institutions want to have their own branded batteries. We're offering the full range from disposable to rechargeable consumer batteries, and with this private label batteries, we're offering a high quality, so we have different quality levels, which give us a kind of unique selling point that we are able, even with private label, to give a good, better, best quality. Now, the private label is for us a nice way to get volume, to penetrate the market, to get vendor numbers, to get listings, we use this as a door opener. It is not our focus when it comes about margin. It has low margin, but it's, as I said, a nice door opener to have branded products in this retail chains, or to having the other products. So with the branded products with Aquaphoto, of course, we increase a higher margin. We're getting a higher margin than with private label. We have an increased consumer awareness, and now where a lot of brands like Sony, Sanyo, Priomax, which is Samsung, is leaving the market, there's more and more space for us, and we are now really in top negotiations with the former distribution channels of these brands who are now, of course, looking for an alternative. This is our position. I think we can truly say that our quality is minimum as good as Duracell Energizer. We are really proud that we're having the best quality in the world. But of course, we offer this for a much lower price, for a fraction of the price of our high brand competitors. So this is a kind of unique selling place, a unique selling point for us, that we're having top quality for a really fair price. The other unique selling point which we're having is that we are having under the same brand mobile storage systems. So these are lithium-powered, clean, portable energy outlets from low capacities for normal usage up to higher capacities for residential and commercial needs. These Aqua branded mobile energy solutions offering retailers globally a strong brand recognition, and we think this is the alternative energy source for the future instead of the fossil fuels using generators. With this range from having a normal alkaline battery up to this mobile storage systems, lithium-based, we really cover all needs for having energy while you're not at home, while you are outside. Especially the storage systems, we have a kind of first mover advantage. These products are rechargeable by a solar panel, solar power. They are zero emission. They're having no pollution. They are much lighter than usual gas generators. You can run TV, refrigerators, everything you want with this. It creates new customer base. You can use this as disaster recovery, outdoor activities, for construction. We're having, in the second, third world, we're having NGOs running water pumps or medical diagnostic systems with this. So it's the possibility to be flexible while you are not at home, to have an outlet and a mobile socket wherever you are. It's based, of course, out of lithium. I don't have to tell you that lithium is, of course, one of the hottest technologies at all, and we are happy to add this in our storage systems. So our strategy is, of course, in this range that we continue with our direct sales to existing partnerships. We're optimizing the renewable energy and continue bringing innovations to the market. We maintain the first mover advantage. We are now going to online strategy as well after being focused on offline. And we see, especially with the storage systems, that we are creating daily really new customer base. For the usage of the solar systems, the sky is the limit. Even force police stations and whatsoever, interior ministerials, they are asking for this product for all kinds of demands. And of course, we continue establishing our strategic partnership and capitalize on our existing brand loyalty. This is our heritage, where we're coming from, and then, of course, something happened the last 2 years, as everybody is aware of that, Corona. So we start with healthcare products, daily protection for you and your family. Even before Corona, because the people are getting older and older, the silver agers here in Europe and the United States as well, We see that healthcare was already before Corona really massively increasing, but now Corona changed it in our way for good as well. The consumers are really now more conscious about wellness and safety, and we directly use this tendency to creating a brand. We saw that for many products there's a fragmented market. You probably have just one A brand, the rest is private label, so you have nothing in between. So with Dr. Senst, we created a trusted brand for holistic healthcare solutions. And to our knowledge, we are the only one who combining healthcare basic consumables with healthcare electronics under one brand, and especially for demand of the mass merchandisers. Right now, probably companies like Johnson & Johnson who are having consumables, and then you're having companies like General Electric or Philips who are having healthcare electronics. We are now putting this under one brand because our customers, the big distributors, the big chains in the world like the Walmarts, Costco's, or Lidl's, they need a wide production range, but they don't need a high production deepness, and they are not looking for thousands of new vendors. They try to keep their list of vendors as small as possible. So we see, of course, that these numbers already of PPE size before Corona. We see that the changes, that the growth will be even bigger. People are now more mindful of staying protected, and we see that PPE has become a part of the family shopping cart, and you see this, that the range of retailers who now are starting to offer this product on a continuous base as a listed product for the shelf space, you see that there are more and more retailers are starting with this product category. So it's not just for specialized stores like drugstore or pharmacy. Now it's a product for supermarkets and discount stores as well. So we started with two products, as I said, consumables and healthcare and medical. So we started to launch in 2020 and Dr. Senst brand first, of course, the mask. We directly been able to offer the best price in the market. Due to our leading manufacturers network we are having in Asia, we've been directly able to offer the best quality and the best price. We never had any issues when it came about certificates and tax issues or whatsoever. What caused me a lot of problems in Europe was that many products being blocked by the customs because of quality issues. We never had this. We directly been able to have top quality for top price. And with this advantage, we directly signed a lot of new partners. Of course, the most recognizable partner we signed was the Schwarz Group, was Lidl. As I said, the company 150 billion turnover, which we're pretty proud of, and which, of course, just they, by their force, can give us a massive blow. Again, we directly decided to make this under brand, not private label. We decided to have our own brand, to have a higher margin, and we saw that there's a fragmented market and there was a big need of a trusted brand. And we see in 2020 and especially in 2021 that we really are overwhelmed by the demand for our brand. So from the product, as mentioned, we're having consumables. For the liquid part, we're having a patented antimicrobial technology. So this technology allows us to extend the duration of the ingredients. So we are not developing new ingredients, but we make the ingredients stay longer. So for example, a surface disinfection usually stays 10 minutes. When the alcohol is gone, the bacteria can grab the surface again. With our system, this stays up to 10 days. So you save time, you save money, workforce, and of course you're having huge benefit when it comes about the protection of the surface. The same technology we can use for all kinds of liquids. So another market which we started to test in 2021 is the market of the insect repellent. In March, thanks to global warming, we are seeing more and more insects and problems with insects here in Europe. We see there's just one big brand, Autan from Johnson & Johnson, and that's it. So Lidl and all the big retailers asked us badly for a B brand, for another brand, for an alternative. So we started with a nice line of insect repellent products. Again, with this technology, we are the only one in the world who giving a protection time of 24 hours instead of 6 to 8 hours of the other ones. So in addition to this kind of consumables, as mentioned, one of our driving forces for this year and for the next years is, of course, the healthcare products. This is our heritage. They all work with batteries, something we are now doing since we've been founded. We're having some really nice orders from Lidl for fever thermometers, for blood pressure monitors, for arm for nebulizers, oximeter, and all this kind of things. So we see there again, there's maybe one or two brands on the market, but no B brand, and especially no brand who really takes care of the needs of the big mass merchandisers. So they really love this idea to get a Dr. Zenz brand. When you look at us in total at the results, you see that we are on a growth on a growth line. After 19.5 million euros, we did last year 23 million euros, so around 33 million Canadian. This year, now it's 8th of December, so we can pretty much see this clear that we will pass the 30 million euros as expected easily. So we are around 45 million Canadian for this year. Our gross margin in general is picking up, especially because of the healthcare. Unfortunately, in 2021, we had those logistic issues, which everybody knows, that the transportation of a 40-feet container was going up from 4,000 to 20,000. And of course, we could not increase the prices as fast as necessary, but we do this now step by step. As you see in our growth and turnover, we didn't lose any customer, but of course, we have to increase the prices step by step. And of course, overall, in the second half after Chinese New Year in 2022, everybody expects that it comes down, and then our gross margin will be even much higher than it will be than they are actually right now. But overall, we are profitable in EBITDA and in net income. We don't burn any money. We always have a positive cash flow, and even despite the fact that we started a new product, of course, which is combined with a lot of investments in marketing and registrations and this kind and development, we are still really nicely profitable. My team is, you're talking with me, Thilo Zenz, the chairman and the founder. Then we have our CEO, Sven Kabo, who is with me for a long time, Kyle Appleby, our CFO based in. So yeah, management team, last I want to point out is then Peter, my new CSO since last year. He came from a competitor and gave us access to 19 of the 20 biggest mass merchandisers here in Europe. Last but not least, you come to our capital structure. As you see, the market capitalization is not even 1/3 of our annual turnover. I just want to point out the inside ownership. The 63% are just me, and the rest is then on the normal capital market. So thanks a lot for your time and that you listened to me. And of course, I'm now passed to Q&A.
Thank you very much, Thilo. Our first question asks, what is your vision for the company for the next 12 months?
The vision for the next 12 months is definitely that we want to grow our healthcare segment. When you look at the product margins, we want to keep the private label stable. It's a perfect door opener, but we don't pushing that. Our focus is the healthcare market because, as mentioned, even before Corona, it was a nice growing market. And we see that the Dr. Zenz brand is really, really much better accepted than we ever been dreaming about. There are now the first TV commercials done by our customers with our products. Our books are full. So we're pushing a little bit more to be a healthcare healthcare sector, to be more healthcare company. In our heritage, our mobile energy, we are definitely focusing on the branded side because they're higher margin and the market gives us more space. For the next 12 months, with the battery side, we want to take the space of Vata, of Sony, of Sunny, of the brands who left the market within the last 12 months. And for the healthcare sector, we create something unique, something new by combining the consumables with the healthcare electronics. And this is definitely the focus on the next 12 months.
Thank you, Thilo. Our next question asks, what was the revenue split between healthcare/PPE and mobile energy products for the year-to-date 2021? And what you perceive for 2022? What is your bargaining power for GBLT versus the big retailers?
Yeah, we have a pretty continuous, steady business with private label. As I said, because of the low margin, we don't focus this. We have a solid of around 18 million euros in private label. So when we had 19 million in 2019, we had 18 million private label, and the rest was just 1-2 million brand in Aquaphoto. And this number didn't change. So when we came from 19 million to 23 last year, we already added 4 million in healthcare. This year, then, when we came up now to 30 million, you can see that this growth comes nearly mainly from healthcare and from the brand. And for next year, it's pretty much the same. We expect around 18 million with private label, but our overall goal is 40 million euros. So we want to top the 40 million euros, so the 65 million Canadian. And this growth will come from the brand and from the healthcare. So to split this for years this year, it's around 18 million is probably a private label, 4 million is the brand, and 8 million is probably the healthcare segment. And for next year, we're talking about more 15 to 20 million with the healthcare, and around double our expectations with the brand, and staying calm and at the same level with the private label. We don't want to give this up. It's a nice door opener, but it's not something we will push.
Thank you. The next question asks, is GBLT still selling masks?
Yes, but just on special demand. So we don't have any stock. We're having some big customers who are asking for this, but we are focusing on niches. That means we are not jumping in the mass market like the standard medical or FFP2, where the prices are really now at the bottom right now. We are one of the few companies who are able to having masks especially for children, so special sizes with all certificates, which is pretty unique. We have a nice range of colored masks. So we are still selling masks on a lower level. So it has no significant influence on our turnover in 2021. But as we see, even after Corona and during Corona, it is a standard commodity, and we are focusing on the higher class masks, specialized for children or nice colors for the more advanced people.
Excellent. Thank you. It looks like that's all the questions we have for today, Thilo, so we can finish up here when you're ready.
Yeah, okay, perfect. No, then thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to have the chance to introduce myself and my company. Hope you liked the story, and hope to have you as an investor on board in the upcoming weeks. And of course, I don't think that we will talk to each other, so I wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year already. Okay, thank you very much then for your time.